Hello and namaste to everyone. Wishing everyone a happy Independence Day. Today, children, I have a very special story for you on this special occasion. The story of Indian classical music, Hindustani shastriya sangeet. Now, when I told my grandson that I'll be narrating this to you, he says, "What, Granny? Music also has a story. I thought music is to be heard, listened, and it's to be sung." I said, "No, music too has a story, and today I'll be narrating the story of music post-independence. That is, the things that happened after we gained independence in 1947. Children, before 1947, there were princely states where the artists used to perform in the king's court. So here they often used to perform the entire night, and the concerts used to go on as much as the emperor or the listeners wanted to listen. But one little drawback, the audiences were quite limited. Only the ones who could accommodate in the darbar used to listen to it. As compared to post-independence, after we gained independence, we had a lot of avenues that opened up. Akashvani, Doordarshan. So with these avenues, a larger number of people could listen to them. But there was a condition that they had to perform in that limited slot. 35 minutes or 45 minutes, they had to present their rag and get it across to the audiences and put the best of their phrases in it. So this was a change that our artists had to make, and they made it so beautifully. Then we also had gharanas, children. Gharanas were families of music. The particular guru of that gharana had a particular style, and the way they rendered was very unique. We had several gharanas like Kirana Gharana, Patiala Gharana, Agra Gharana, Gwalior Gharana. So post-independence, like quite recently, 1987, I had witnessed a gharana sammelan, wherein artists from each gharana, they came up, they rendered the music in their style, and all under one roof in an auditorium. Listening to this, my grandson Chintu said, "Wow, Granny, that was so beautiful. All under one roof." I said, "Yes, I didn't have to travel anywhere." So that was the fun part. After independence, we gained independence, we could do so many things. Talking about radio stations, the first one was opened up in Bombay 1927. After which, by the time we reached 1947, we had about 9 radio stations: Kolkata, Delhi, Lucknow, Mumbai, Dhaka, and so many more. Then performances started taking place, and then a larger number of people could listen to our artists. Then in 1965, Doordarshan came up, but really the classical performances started happening in the real sense in 1990s. So now people were so happy, they could even see the artist. Chintu said, "Wow, so we could hear, see both." I said, "Yes, both, we could do both." That was a nice thing. So gradually, children, what happened? Performances and these things, they grew and grew, and slowly industries also started coming in, like Indian Tobacco Company. Indian Tobacco Company not only promoted performances, but they also promoted the teaching process, because teaching was so important. Immediately Chintu came up. "Yes, Granny, if you don't teach us, we will never learn and we will never pass it on to the next generation." I said, exactly, that's my point. And the best of students are selected and put under the gurus, under great gurus, performers, to learn the art of classical music, which is such a beautiful thing. Now, who is not attracted to film music? Immediately Chintu came up. I love the Bollywood music." I said, exactly, even our classical artists were not unattracted to it. They also felt like singing. They ventured into movie songs. Those days we had Gana Saraswati Kishori Amonkarji, who sang for Geet Gaya Patharoni. Then we had Pandit Bhimsen Joshi ji, who sang for the movie Basant Bahar. So these artists did so beautifully. Even that class of people who were not interested in classical music felt, oh, so this classical music was really introduced to that section of people who weren't too attracted to it. But the moment Panditji sang, of course, you know the magic, what it is. Chintu says, I want to listen to that. I said, okay, I'll sing just a little bit for you. केतकी गुलाब जूही चंपक बन फूले, केतकी गुलाब जूही चंपक बन फूले. Today is the world of internet, you will all agree, isn't it? So at the snap of your fingers, you can type a few things and listen to your favorite artist on anywhere, YouTube for instance. So that was a hop, skip and jump journey of music, rather the story of music. Did you find it interesting? I'm sure you must have found it interesting. Children, do take care of our independence. We have gained it after a lot of hard work, sacrifices by our older generations who have really worked for it. So take care of it and take our country to the stars. The sky is your limit. Vande Mataram. Jai Hind.